It's not one way, it's two ways. You have a sender here and you have a medium. Medium can be anything from text, from written, conversation, from talking, from PowerPoints, from chat, anything you think. There's medium, and then you have a receiver. Most of the time I see that the feedback link is broken. So that's why we don't understand if they received our message, if they understood our message, if they are acting on our message. We don't know. Nowadays, we think that when we send an email, we did our responsibility. We didn't. Email is free. Email is easy to do. You just click enter and then it goes. That's not end of the day. That's not end of your task. Your task is really make sure the senders receive it and then they understand it. And then not only understand it, they understand it as we intend to communicate. We don't want them to understand something else. We want them to understand what we intend to communicate. That's our job. That's sender's job. Well, the receiver is not, like my level or my quality or whatever. Well, it's again your job to communicate them. Look how do you think I'm communicating you guys like on this level, communication level? Did you already notice some things that I'm trying to communicate this student body? Did anyone notice that? What did I do? You're writing.
Soft skills are learnable skills. Trying to teach us this.
Yeah, about the feedback and making sure that you understand it. What am I doing? Did anyone realize anything concrete? Like call it
You're calling people by name so that you could like you're starting a conversation by calling people by name.
right, and learning a little bit about yourself. Like for example, I know Edward is military or was military. I know some of your countries. What are you doing already? I guess I know like 10 people already. But one thing I'm trying to do is I'm in my emails. I'm telling you, please, if you have questions about lectures and everything, tell me. If you have anything like this, tell Dr. Jared, it's also on Canvas. I also told this morning, right? That's kind of an education. I'm trying to educate you on my communication channels and making sure that my receiver, which says you guys, are understanding what I'm intending to communicate. And that sometimes need repetition. But repetition, the key message is very important because I don't want to get 10 more emails, the questions asking for Jared, and I don't know anything. And I don't want him to bombard us with 10 emails with the things that he is not aware of anything. You see what I mean? It's easy. So I know, you can always CC 10 people, but why? That's how you want to communicate, actually educate your receivers. We're going to talk about this more. This one? So that was communication, remember? That's a big part of lack of communication. Lack of communication. If you can write one word about this, it's the communication, lack of communication in the company. Mostly within the company, 90% within the company. Okay? It's basically what makes us humans. Okay? Let's name a few of them. You already said it. I put them everything in a slide. And there's more. But we're going to talk about those ones this summer. Okay? Those ones this summer. But there's a lot more to cover. Because you have your roles in life. Engineer, yes, you are. You are mom, wife, kid, Taxpayer, are you? Some of you. Well, everybody is in their countries taxpayer. You have teams to work with. You have neighbors to help, to support, to exchange. You are a mom. You're a project manager, maybe. You are older. Grandparents. You're a dad, maybe. Maybe you're a partner. Yeah, whatever you are not only project manager, you're not only engineers. Like I said, in the social settings and life is not only professional life. It's not from 8 to 5, which in faculty life, it's really 24 hours, but that's a different story. Your life is not 8 to 5. And soft skills, you can use all these roles. Okay, it's very important. So I want you to open up your own school. Don't rely anyone. Don't rely on any education, and don't rely on any company. I want you to work on your education. Open up your own school, read books, any books you want, any good books. Read them. Open up your own school. You don't need to pay, you don't need to find a professor, do your own school. Open up your own school. Don't just wait for someone to tell you something. A SWOT analysis that I will mention a little bit is a good one to apply on yourself, and then come up with your strengths and weaknesses, and then write your basically open up your school and decide what lessons you need in that school. Okay,